Hey guys, welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Aimee. If we have not had an opportunity to meet yet, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about me. I'm a health and wellness coach, and my goal is to help people live their optimal, healthy lives. And so I offer mindset and nutrition coaching to my clients. And today we are in my kitchen. So normally I'm at my desk, sometimes I'm in my car, but today I wanted to bring you into the kitchen because I wanted to show you a couple of things that are really easy and convenient. I don't think that proper nutrition has to be cumbersome. It shouldn't be expensive. It shouldn't take a lot of prep time. And I'm always looking for like the simplest ways to eat healthy. All of us lead very busy lives. We're always looking for like grab and go items. I just got back from the gym. I just stopped at the grocery store. And so I'm here in the kitchen. Before I put some things away, I thought what a good opportunity for me to kind of jump in here and share with you some of the things that I buy, some of the things that I keep in my house that are easy grab and go things. Now, for those of you who are utilizing GLP-1 medications, it is really important to make sure that you are fueling your body every couple of hours. What this does is keeps your metabolism revving, keeps it going, keeps it moving so that we're constantly burning. We're in a nice fat burn state. But more importantly, it's going to keep your blood sugar stable. So in addition to the medications, it helps keep blood sugars stable. So I firmly believe that waking up and having breakfast first thing in the morning, absolutely the best thing that you can do. Okay, it breaks the fast from the night before, and it's like putting the key in the ignition of your metabolism. So it kind of gets the fire started, if you will. It gets that engine combustion to start firing. So it's like just really a good way to get the day started. Now, some people do not like to eat first thing in the morning. They do not like to have something big and heavy on their stomach. Maybe they've just woken up and they're just like, I'm not hungry yet. But it is important to try to train your body to be hungry when you wake up. My husband says the only reason he gets out of bed is for breakfast in the morning. So let me show you a couple of things that you can have if you are not a big breakfast eater. Okay, one of my favorites, and I do this either before I go to the gym or maybe after I get back. And this is just a whey protein. You can choose whatever whey protein you like. I personally like Gold Standard. It is a very common, so it's easy to find. It's everywhere. Walmart, Target, Amazon, you can find it anywhere. It's very, very easy to find. What I like about it is that there aren't a lot of ingredients. So that's pretty key for me in a lot of things. When I look at the back of a label of something, the fewer the amount of ingredients that are in it, the better I like it. I'm about trying to eat as whole and clean as I possibly can. Now, I'm not someone who's going to be, I need to have gluten-free or I need to have vegan or I need to have this. Like for some people, that's what they need to do for their dietary restrictions. For me, I just want to eat as healthy as I can, whole foods as possible, as whole as possible. So with this whey protein, there's very minimal amount of ingredients, and it has only 120 calories, but it does have 24 grams of protein, and it also includes branched chain amino acids, and we can do a whole talk about that at some point down the road. But amino acids are perfect for protein synthesis within our bodies. So as we age, I don't know, this is a little sidebar. As we age, every 10 years after the age of 30, we lose anywhere from 7 to 10% of our lean muscle mass. Branched chain amino acids actually help you with that. So that's a really good side note. If you have anything that has branched chain amino acids or essential amino acids, very good for your body. But I like this Gold Standard whey protein. Again, 24 grams of protein, a really good way to get close to that 100 grams that you are being requested to get in. I don't want to say required, but it is good to have about 100 grams of protein per day at least. So that helps with that. And you're not really eating something, you're just drinking. You can do this a couple of different ways. It's made just to mix with water. If you want to mix it with water, awesome. If you want to mix it with some almond milk, you could do that. I sometimes even will take coffee. I'll take my K-cup I make a cold, I can't do a cold brew, but I make like the smallest amount. So I think my coffee maker is, I think it's like 8 ounces or 6 ounces. So it's just, it's pretty strong. And then what I do is I add ice to it, which dilutes it. And then I add that cold coffee mixture with the ice into a scoop of the protein shake. So what that does is kind of makes it like I don't know, like an iced mocha, if you will. So pretty good. But you can mix it with anything, but water obviously is best. That way you're not getting additional calories or whatever from anything else that you're mixing it with. The other thing that I like is that it only has 1.5 grams of fat, because again, we're watching your fat intake. And then also it has just 3 grams of carbohydrates, because we are wanting to also make sure that we are consuming complex carbohydrates. So we're not eating a lot of just foo-foo, whatever. We need fiber in our bodies. We need carbohydrates for energy. So this is a really good way. This is a good way to start your day in the morning if you are not an eater, okay? If you do not like to eat anything first thing. And I normally recommend within the first hour of waking up. If as soon as you wake up, break that fast, have something nice and healthy, protein laden, okay? If you have something with protein, you are going to have very stable blood sugar probably for the rest of the day. If you wake up and have something sweet, then your sugar is going to spike. You're going to feel really good for a little bit, and then it's going to crash. And then a lot of times that's where we start to feel really wonky. Like our we could become a little shaky, a little unstable. My husband is always very hungry. My husband is a sweets eater. He loves to eat sweets. So, he'll wake up in the morning and have a banana nut muffin. And then a lot of times 30, maybe 45 minutes later, he's starving. He's hungry again because his body burned through that sugar. It burns through it so fast. It's like paper to a flame. If you have a fire and you throw a piece of paper on it, woof, it's gone in a second. But if you throw a nice big heavy log on it, okay, something that has complex carbohydrates in it, it's going to take a while for it to burn. And that's what we want for our bodies. We want that slow burn of our in our metabolisms. Okay, so whey protein. Now, maybe you're up and you're ready, but you're on the go. You don't have time to really pull out a frying pan or something. So what do you do in that case? Well, eggs are very versatile. So one of the things that I do when I go and I buy eggs, again, everything that I bought here that I'm going to share with you today, I bought at either Aldi, Costco, or the Dollar General. Believe it or not. Okay. But eggs, I always buy 3 dozen. There's 2 of us in our household. So we do eat eggs pretty much every day for breakfast. And I normally will eat two eggs. My husband eats 2. But I also go ahead and buy an extra dozen just so I can hard boil them. Because a lot of times what I like to do is be able to grab and go a hard boiled egg. So I'll do a whole dozen hard-boiled eggs, and then I'll put them in a little container like this, just a little Tupperware container, okay? And then they're in the fridge. I leave the shell on, and then all I have to do in the morning, if I'm running out the door, is I grab 2, crack them, peel them, rinse them, put them in a paper towel, out the door I go, okay? So that could be something very easy. This is also a nice grab and go for, you can add on to a salad later on in the day, or, any time of the day, maybe if you're having something that requires protein. Maybe you are having some cucumber slices, or you've decided that you're going to eat some sort of other vegetable or carbohydrate. It's nice to have protein every single time you eat. So this is a really quick, easy way to have protein. Okay, so hard boil a dozen at a time. And again, these are all going to be very affordable options, because I don't think that eating healthy has to be expensive if you're being smart about what you're eating. Okay, so eggs, clear choice. Now, there are different ways that I do my eggs. I can scramble them, and if I have time, let me back up. I'm going to get ahead of myself. We're going to talk about grab and go items. Hard-boiled eggs, that's the one. I'm getting so excited because I just love all of this. So the other thing that I like are these. They are called Legendary Toaster Pastries. Now you can see I have a little bit of an addiction with these. I normally limit this to 1 a day. So this is going to be my advice. It would be really easy for anyone to grab 5 of these a day and eat 5 a day, and then eat some sort of like chicken and a salad and just call it a day. But that doesn't really give you a full balanced diet. And that's what we're looking for. Full balanced diet to build your relationship with food, to learn how to make healthy choices and to eat things in a healthy manner. Probably not the best choice. However, these are good maybe once a day. So if I eat something in a package like this, like a sweet whatever in a package, it's going to be just one time a day. All right. Now, this is a good choice. These are legendary. You can buy these off of Amazon. You can get them, I think, at Walmart. You can purchase them at Sheetz. Like, there's tons of places you can pick these up. Most have about the same, 20 grams of protein, 4 to 5 grams of net carbs. Okay, now they do have a lot of things on their label. Okay, again, this is why packaged foods are typically once a day. Legendary also makes chips. They make a Dorito style chip, which are fine, but it's not something that you would want to eat multiple times a day or maybe even every day. I can go, if I have one of these a day, then that's my threshold. Like, I don't have any other types of chips or anything like that. So this is really a good option. Again, if you're grabbing and going, if you've grabbed your cup of coffee and you're headed out the door to work, you grab one of these, you eat it on the road on your way. Okay, very convenient. Along the same lines, you can also have those like in the middle of the day. Like if you are, if you maybe had your eggs for breakfast and you've had some things all throughout the day, and then you're like, oh, I need something in the middle of the afternoon. That could be an option for, mid-afternoon if you need a little pick-me-up or something a little sweet. The other thing that I will recommend, again, this isn't even like an everyday. This is more like maybe twice a week kind of thing. So these are pure protein bars. Again, you can get these, pretty much anywhere. Sam's Club, Walmart, Amazon, whatever. These are, again, 20 grams of protein, 2 grams of net carbs, and then 190 calories. So again, for convenience sake, I would rather you eat something than nothing. Okay, so hear me on that. It's important to eat every about 3 hours. So from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed at night, every 3 hours is a really good way to kind of eat throughout the day to keep your metabolism revving. 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Okay, so about 3 hours, every 3 hours is good. That's going to keep that metabolism revving. It's going to keep the blood sugar stable. Sometimes we get busy with life. We don't have time to stop and scramble an egg, or we don't have time to stop and eat, a spoonful of cottage cheese. This is a grab and go item. Again, you could do it first thing in the morning. If I do this, I don't do the toaster pastry. If I do the toaster pastry, I'm not going to do this. Again, keeping it very minimal to the packaged items that are like candy bars, okay, or Pop-Tarts, all right? So those are some pretty quick grab and go items. Another quick grab and go would be yogurt. If you get a yogurt, you can take this, very easy grab and go, okay? And we're gonna talk a little bit about yogurt, my preferences for yogurt. So other options for breakfast, when you make the scrambled eggs, if you wanna do bacon alongside that, I don't even think I pulled that out of my fridge yet, hold on. This is my absolute favorite. I love turkey bacon, and this is a uncured turkey bacon. Oh, I can't even talk. So it is very good. The flavor is really, really good. I really like it. And just normally one piece. So I do one piece. This has just 2 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein, no carbs, obviously. Okay, because it is a protein. So this is really good. So you could have 2 scrambled eggs, a slice of turkey bacon. Okay, if you want to throw a carb in, if you have, say, like a long day, or like if I know I'm going to be working at our restaurant, or if I know that I'm going to be maybe running later in the afternoon or going to the gym later in the afternoon, I may want to throw in a carb with it. So what I will do is 1 slice of keto-friendly bread. Okay, and again, these things are found at Aldi. I don't know if Lidl is how you say it, has them. If you're not in my area, so Aldi has this, and they also have this keto-friendly bread. I think there's a Dave's bread. There's a 22, what is it called? 247, 467. There's some kind of bread that has numbers on it, but this is my favorite. This has just 35 calories a slice, just 1 gram of fat and only 2 grams of net carbs, I believe is what it is. 0 grams total sugar. So it actually is, there's no added sugars, and it's all fiber. It has 10 grams of carbohydrates, but it's all fiber carbohydrates, so it's 0 net carbs. So this I really, really like. It comes in both wheat and white, and I buy both. Okay, so I buy both, and I'll explain to you why. And then just to kind of give you a comparison, I buy this for my husband. Okay, so this is my husband's white bread. This is just normal enriched white flour bread. So if I'm comparing side by side, okay, the two breads, my husband's is 80 calories. This one is 35. My husband's has 1 gram of fat. This one also has 1 gram of fat, but remember, fat is not our enemy. 16 grams of carbohydrates, 0. Okay, this one has no fiber. It doesn't say anything about fiber. The dietary fiber is less than 1 gram in this bread. Okay, isn't that crazy? And then I always look at sodium too, because things can be high in sodium. So even though it has less fat, less sugar, they may up the sodium. Again, thinking of flavor. So if something doesn't have fat, they're adding sugar. If it doesn't have sugar, they're probably adding fat. And if it doesn't have either of those, they're probably adding some sodium to it. So always just kind of read the label and keep that in mind. But this has 140 grams where this only has 115. Okay, so just to kind of give you a little bit of a comparison, people think like, well, it's just a slice of bread, it's just one piece of bread, but how is your body going to respond to it? How is your body going to react? How is it going to process it? And that's really what we're looking at as we talk about food, building our relationship with food, when we talk about having a healthy metabolism and making good choices. Okay, so I love both of these breads. Now, in addition to breads, I just had this morning a breakfast burrito, a sausage and egg burrito. Crazy town, I know. Who can do that and still lose weight? Okay, just telling you, you can. So 2 scrambled eggs. I did 1 slice of turkey sausage. I did 1 sausage turkey link and scrambled it all up. Used a little bit of reduced fat cheddar cheese, which I will show you in a minute. And then I put it on one of these carb control tortillas. Again, I found these at Aldi. Okay, so one of these is 60 calories, 12 grams of carbs, but 8 grams of dietary fiber. This also has protein, 5 grams of protein. So the net carbs on this is only 4. Okay, so again, you can have carbohydrates. You just want to be mindful of them. Now, let me also give you a little fun fact. If you have, just kind of like how if you have the toaster pastry, maybe you don't do a protein bar later in the day. If I do a tortilla, I'm not going to do bread later in the day. If I do bread for breakfast, I'm not going to do a tortilla later in the day. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you are, thinking about different things. Another thing that I like to do with the keto bread, if I make tuna salad with just a can of tuna, some mayonnaise, maybe a dill pickle, a little bit of onion, mix it up, right? Nothing crazy in there, and I can eat it over a piece of bread or a piece of toast. If I want to have a grilled cheese sandwich, okay, which I've done, I will do 2 slices of the white bread, and that's a little treat for me. I don't do that every day. That is definitely a treat. And I use this reduced fat American cheese. Again, I get this from Aldi. This is 45 calories per serving, 2.5 grams of fat, only 2 grams of carbohydrates, and it still has 3 grams of protein. So everything that we're eating should have some sort of protein in it, okay? So this is a good cheese option if you're putting cheese either on your eggs or on again, if you're making a grilled cheese sandwich. Or maybe if you're having a burger, if you're cooking like a hamburger on the grill or, grilling them up, this is a really good option for that. The other type of cheese that I just mentioned that I had in my burrito also is from Aldi, Happy Farms. It is a reduced fat sharp cheddar. The serving size is a 1/4 cup. I never use a 1/4 cup, just out there. I never use the full serving size. If anything, it's probably more like 1/8 of a cup. But this is a good option for that. This is reduced fat cheddar. So another use for these tortillas, if I get it like this, is you can take 1 tortilla, lay it out brush it with a little bit of olive oil, cut it into 8. So do 4 cuts, even cuts. So it yields 8 little triangles. Put that in your air fryer. I think it's like 425 degrees for like maybe 8 to 10 minutes. And what you're going to notice with that is it's going to make like a little tortilla chip, which sometimes you just need. So you do the olive oil. I sprinkle a little bit of sea salt. So we'll do a little bit of sea salt over top. Not a lot, you know, probably just a little sprinkle. It's not even like a teaspoon or a half of a teaspoon. It's just a sprinkle. And then put them in the air fryer for about 8 to 10 minutes. Just kind of keep an eye on them till they're a nice golden brown. They're nice and crunchy. I pull them out. I put them on a paper towel. I let them sit. And then you can use those to dip in maybe some guacamole. If you're looking for a healthy fat, you can have avocado slices. Something that I found today that I picked up is just salsa, you know, which is basically just tomatoes. This is a medium salsa. Again, I got this from Aldi. 2 tablespoons is only 5 calories. It has just 1 gram of carbs. Obviously, it doesn't have any protein because it's considered a veggie. So I can use those tortilla chips that I made from these, and I can have that dipped in this. So if I'm looking for a crunchy snack, if I'm craving something crunchy and savory, then this is a good option for that. Or you can make a taco salad with, you know, these and some lettuce, some grilled chicken, put a little salsa over top, maybe throw in some guacamole. So it doesn't have to be boring. You want it to be flavorful, but you also want to make good choices with what it is that you're using. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about yogurt, because I showed you about the quick grab and go yogurt. This is actually my favorite yogurt. This is from Aldi. This is a protein yogurt. It's 100 calories for 3/4 of a cup. It is fat-free. It has just 2 grams of carbohydrates, and it has 19 grams of protein. Yogurt, oh my gosh, I can't say enough good things about it. Okay, now I love the consistency of this one a little bit more. This is plain. It also comes in a vanilla flavor. This one also you can get from Aldi. This one only has 90 calories for 3/4 of a cup. This one does have 2 grams of fat in it. It also has 2 grams of carbs, and it only has 15 grams of protein, but they were out of this kind. So I had to get this. Okay. And I don't really like the consistency of this one. This one is a little bit more runny. It's a little more creamy. Okay. I like this a little bit more. All right. So this is a really good option. If you are looking to make it a little sweet, because it is plain, it doesn't have a lot of sweetness to it, you can do a tablespoon of honey. Okay, of real raw honey. And that's a really good option to sweeten it up a little bit. All right, if you do have this, I recommend throwing in some fresh blueberries and strawberries. I have those in the fridge. I got those today, but you can pick those up from anywhere. So I do about a half a cup of fruit per day. I don't have any other fruit within the day, just 1 serving of fruit a day. And I normally recommend sticking towards berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, those types of things. And then if you wanted to add a little granola, maybe you need a little crunch or a little sweetness. The serving size on this is a half a cup. I recommend a 1/4 cup because I don't think you really need a half. I think a 1/4 will fit the bill. This is a protein granola. This has, for a half a cup, it has 210 calories. It has 6 grams of fat. It does have, let's see, about 30 grams of carbs, I believe. Hold on. 17 grams of total carbs and 10 grams of protein. So you're going to get a little bit of protein with this in addition to the protein that's in the yogurt. Then you have your fruit as well. Again, a 1/4 cup is plenty. I don't really think you need the full half cup serving, but this gives you that little bit of a crunch that maybe that you're looking for when you are eating a yogurt parfait. That is such a sweet treat. I absolutely love it. So it's one of my things that I eat probably almost every single day. Like at one point in that 3 hours, I'm having yogurt with berries. So that's a good option for that. Okay. So this also comes in snack sizes at Aldi. So this comes in plain and vanilla. If you get the snack size version, it's already all portioned out for you. You can just grab it just like that. This is the vanilla. So it looks a little different. And then they have, I picked this up today. This is a mixed berry. So it's the same brand name, same kinds. It has all of the same things, 0 fat, 3 net carbs, 15 grams of protein, 100 calories. Okay, so good options. And you can have yogurt multiple times a day. I only eat fruit with it once, but you can have yogurt multiple times a day. I'm only going to eat granola with it once. Okay, so again, we're watching the amount of carbohydrates that we're eating. We want to eat mostly protein, stick more towards the protein. So at that 3-hour mark, if I'm hungry, or even if I'm not hungry, but I know I need to eat something, it might be 2 hard-boiled eggs, or it might be just one of those snack-sized cups of yogurt, or it might be a half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese. Again, this is one of my Aldi finds. This is 2% milk fat. It's a low-fat cottage cheese. They also have a 1%, I think. But this is really good. You can throw some tomatoes in with this, some cherry tomatoes, or maybe some little cucumbers. I do like to buy these little mini cucumbers. And a lot of times I will chop these up or just eat these kind of like as a snack. So this is a good option as well. Okay. Or you could even buy these peppers. They have these beautiful multicolored peppers that you can buy, and you can dip those down in some cottage cheese as well. So a half a cup of cottage cheese, you slice these and kind of eat them almost like it's a dip. So it's a really good way, again, to get in protein, get in your veggies, because that's important. That's what's healthy. Okay, so let's go into like some dinner options, okay? So we've covered breakfast, first thing in the morning. We've covered a couple of grab and go things. We've talked a little bit about some lunch options or some grab and go lunch things, maybe the tuna, maybe a little bit of lettuce with some cottage cheese on it, right? Very easy things to grab and go to make sure that you're getting in that 100 grams of protein, always being very mindful of the labels and how much you're eating of what. So you want to have as much protein as you can, be very good with the healthy fat. Fat is not always fat, but healthy fat is best. So avocado, olives. Speaking of olives, this is called olive salad. For those of you who love olives, I picked this up at Costco. It is delicious. If you love olives, it gives a lot of flavor to fish, on a salad. You can mix it in with some things. It's very, very good. Okay, delicious. All right, so some options for dinner. You're just looking for lean proteins. It can be chicken. You can even pick up a rotisserie chicken with no skin, right? You peel the skin off and you have like plain white meat rotisserie chicken, or you can do burgers. We're doing burgers tonight on the grill. You can do steak. You can do fish, tuna. There's any protein. You just want to make sure that it's not breaded and that it is grilled or broiled. Or sauteed, it doesn't matter, but you just want to baked is good. Just nothing that's fried that has breading on it. Okay. Because again, breading is bread. And if you're allowing yourself to have a slice of bread in the morning or with a grilled cheese sandwich, or you're having a wrap, or maybe you're having granola. So you're eating carbs so you don't feel deprived. So just make really good, healthy choices. Now, again, I am a creature of wanting things to be as simple as possible. I don't have a lot of time after being gone all day or running errands or at work. I come home and the last thing I want to do is cook a big elaborate meal. So I do keep it super duper simple. One of the things, this is actually one of my favorite grab and goes. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else over here on my counter to share with you. I think that's pretty much it for over there. So this is one of my favorite things. This I found at the Dollar General. It's crazy. I can't even believe that I'm saying this. But at the Dollar General, they have these packs of meat. Okay? It's fully cooked chicken dices. And you can microwave it and it's fine. But I find that if you put it in a skillet, like in a frying pan, just spray a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, or Pam, so it doesn't stick, and just put it in there for like 5 minutes and just keep stirring it around. It's great. You can toss it in a salad. You can make a quesadilla with some of that reduced fat cheddar cheese and this. Have a slice of guacamole with it, or a slice of avocado with it. You can throw this in just about anything. Like, I just feel like it's so versatile. So this is a really good, quick, easy option. So one of the things that you can do, if you like pasta, a lot of times people say to me like, well, I really can't not, I really love pasta. I really want pasta, or I really love rice, or I really love whatever. So there are options for that. You can do a cauliflower rice, which is part of the, it's frozen, you can microwave. It comes in a steamable bag, which is a lot like regular rice. If you want to do that, throw maybe do some sugar-free teriyaki sauce, mix it up with the chicken, serve it over some broccoli. You have yourself a little Asian meal. Okay, very healthy, still fits within our guidelines, very, very quick and easy. The other thing you can do, I have found this skinny pasta. So this is actually a pasta, but it is made like a risotto. but it looks like rice. So it has that sort of consistency as rice. Very quick, easy directions here on the back, easy to follow. Very, very quick, very simple, very easy and good. Another thing that I really like are palmini noodles. So you can get these at any like Food Line, Martin's, Walmart, whatever, palmini noodles. These are noodles that replicate our normal noodles that we're used to having with spaghetti. They're made from artichokes or palms, I guess the hearts of palm, which is like an artichoke. So it's in the artichoke family. So it's going to be very similar to that in smell. The taste, though, you don't really taste at all. It does taste more like a noodle. These are lasagna noodles. They also do an angel hair. And this one I picked up today. This is an off-brand. I found this at Aldi. I have not tried it yet, but it looks amazing. This is hearts of palm. This is linguine. So one of the things that I like to do is cook this up, and I'll make like a cold salad. So I'll do this with some of that salsa that I just showed you, or I'll do the olive salad, and then I mix in the chicken, and then it's like a cold chicken pasta salad, like an anti-pasta salad with some grilled chicken in it. So it's really, really good. I also use these for like chicken parmesan. So if I had boneless, skinless chicken, I throw some, maybe non-fat mozzarella cheese over the top. And anytime I use a red sauce, whether it's spaghetti or lasagna or chicken parm or whatever it is, if I want to have that, if I have that flavor, that taste or that craving for a marinara sauce, pick a sugar-free item, or pick a, I think Contadina. I don't know if I have any here in my cabinet or not. They have here it is. I've even done something like this where Contadina makes a diced petite tomato. And I will take this can and put it in my NutriBlender and just blend it up so that it is liquidy, and then just warm it up. And you can add a little bit of spice to it if you want, a little bit of garlic powder if that suits your fancy, or oregano possibly. And use this, because this is just diced tomatoes, and you can make your own, if you will, pasta sauce, and it gives you that tomatoey flavor without giving you all of the sugars that companies add in to add flavor to their tomato sauces. So, and then last but least, I'm going to leave you, because this actually went over a little longer because I was so excited to share all these things with you, is dessert. So you're like, well, I really love ice cream. I really want something sweet at the end of the night, and I hate feeling deprived. I want to lose weight. I want to be healthy. I want to change my relationship with food. I want to think about food differently, but I love ice cream and I don't want to go without it. So a lot of it is about just getting a taste of something, or just being very mindful of the things that you are eating. So one of the things, again, I found at the Dollar General is this ice cream, and there's tons of low carb ice creams out there, by the way, on the market. There are protein ice creams, there are low carb ice creams. It doesn't really matter which one you buy. It's more about moderation. It's more about learning moderation and knowing, because I have to tell you, in true transparency, that I could eat a whole pint of ice cream by myself. I just thought a pint was a serving size. And my husband could make a pint of ice cream last for a week. I don't even know how that was possible before I changed my relationship with food. So what I'm going to recommend this is something I found at the Dollar General. It's not protein ice cream. It's affordable, but it's this is a sugar-free option or a no sugar added option. It has half the fat, so it's not fat-free, but it has half the fat of normal ice creams. So what I like about this is that 2/3 of a cup is 130 calories and only 4 grams of fat. Okay, and it does contain protein, so it has 4 grams of protein. One of the best things that you can do, hold on a second, give me a second here, is you can change your serving size. So this is our bowl. These are our bowls. Okay. This is a bowl that I would eat ice cream out of normally, and it would be a very healthy portion of ice cream. And by healthy, I mean unhealthy, but you know what I mean. It would be a very large serving of ice cream. What I've learned is that I can do just even a half of a scoop. I have these measuring spoons here. This is a 1/4 cup. Okay. I can scoop a 1/4 cup of ice cream and put it in a little ramekin like this and a spoon. I put the lid back on, I put it back in the freezer, and it's perfect. And I eat it very slow. Okay. I used to eat ice cream like, oh my gosh, I would shovel it in like I couldn't, stop. This is a really good way. This will last me almost 2 weeks. And I think this is a quart. It's 1.5 quarts. Okay. So this will last me almost 2 weeks. If I have it every single night, which I don't, but if I did, it would last me about 2 weeks. So you can have stuff in moderation. And this is what I want to help you guys with as you go along your journey. So again, my name is Aimee. It has been such a pleasure. Thanks for coming over, hanging out with me in my kitchen, and seeing all of the things that I bought from Aldi today. And please reach out if you have any questions on your health journey. If you would like to connect with me, if you would like some one-on-one help with some things as you're on your journey, I am here for you. But know that the girls at Virginia Wellness, you are in such good hands. I just want to congratulate you for making the first step into getting yourself healthy and to start to take your health seriously. And it's all part of the process. The medications are going to help you in the process, but really the long-lasting success is going to come from here. It's going to come from changing your mindset, building a healthy relationship with food, maybe adopting some healthy movement, and just learning proper nutrition. And I'm here to help you with all of that. So until next week, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.